You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting for Mobile Command. Gentlemen, sadly, all good things must come to an end. With the finale of the HMT Marathon happening. But as we all know, there is always potential for another HMT Marathon. With the amount of disrespect that men are being put through every day, yeah, there's always a chance for another marathon to go down. But now I'm going to revert back to my second favorite topic, which is the waifu. Now, I know some of you guys tend to be turned off by the waifu videos, so please don't bother clicking on this and leaving your comments because, hey, it is what it is. My channel, my topics. But with that being said, gentlemen, we know that now the cuffing season is in full effect, especially now with the Rona and potentially more lockdowns going into effect around the world. Oh yeah, quiet as it's kept, there are a lot of women out there that are on the hunt. Yeah, normally cuffing season is when men start going after women, but no, especially now, even out here in California, there are women who are actively on the sly trying to get with men. Oh yeah. Hell, even the meat sack has been more messagey as of late. But since I live in my own place and I understand the potentials that she has, no. Yeah. She's sending more pictures of the kids, the dog, and all that stuff. Yeah. She's actually invited me over outside of my normal visiting parameters. So, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. But anyway, speaking of the new lockdowns that are probably going to go into effect, I have a great story, gentlemen. Now, this is only an option if you so choose it. With that being said, this article was published on the 22nd of October. Lonely man, quote unquote, not ashamed after buying 1,100-pound waifu to keep him company in lockdown. Scott Pearson, 53, who has been single for almost 20 years, says he can't praise the rubber, well, I'm going to say it's probably TPE, doll, which he claims resembles Janet Jackson enough. See, this is one of the best selling points about the waifu. You can create your waifu to be whatever woman you want it to be or resemble. Celebrity, X-rated video star, even anime characters. The sky is truly the limit if you decide to create your own waifu. He reckons his doll named Kiana for keeping him company during the lonely nights of lockdown. The kitchen porter says his unsociable working hours make it difficult to maintain a relationship, making his doll the perfect companion. I can definitely attest to that. me, myself working 2 part-time jobs, yeah, the last thing I want to even think about is trying to deal with another woman. Even though I do have the option. Scott, who lives in Brighton, East Sussex, said, I don't really like calling her a waifu, cleaning it up. I prefer the term love doll or partner. I'm not ashamed about having a doll. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I was previously married for 10 years and it was a very painful ending in 2001. At least I don't have to go through heartbreak again with Kiana. I also work long hours and love to have my own space for a bit of peace and quiet. But it is important for every human to release their tension. I found I was very irritable at work before buying a doll. I am now much happier as she has helped me feel less lonely and calmed me down a lot. I don't think it's weird. It's no different to having sex with a human girlfriend. Scott praises the thermoplastic elastomer TPE doll for feeling like a real person. He said, Kiana is soft rubber with a metal skeleton, so it actually feels like I am cuddling someone when we are watching TV. I live alone, so she has helped me a lot through lockdown. She is the 3rd doll I've ever had. The other 2 got me through Christmas Day. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. It is very hard celebrating that day alone. Scott flaunts his relationship with Kiana online despite being called a quote-unquote pervert by strangers. See, this is the part that really tickles me to death. However, one thing that I've noticed, the people who actually try to shame you are the people who actually wish, no, scratch that. Let me go ahead and re-update that. Men who try to shame other men for having waifus generally tend to be the men who are scared to make that plunge themselves. But that's okay. Your wallet, your penis, your choice. It is what it is. He adds, Kiana isn't a secret. All my friends and colleagues know about her, which is why I post photos online for a laugh. Oh yeah, gentlemen. Oh yeah. But I would never bring her out in public. I would be very upset if someone else was to touch her. See, that right there, his mate guard instincts would kick in. Why? Because, believe it or not, he truly loves his doll. We as men can love inanimate objects, and I mean in a true sense. See, unlike women who try to have quote unquote fake love, no, we men love on a whole deeper level, which is why we are the true romantics. Yeah, anything romantic from a woman is all about surface and material looks. That's about it. But anyway, Scott praises Kiana for making him be quote unquote less selfish. He said, before I had the doll, I only ever thought about myself. Whereas now I have someone to buy clothes, wigs, and eyelashes for. It is like buying for a real person, only they will be able to do their own hair and get dressed. I am really into Kiana, but I am trying to give her the perfect image. Bravo, Mr. Pearson. Bravo. Now, I was going to actually do a video, talking about young men's daily red pill and the video that he put out on the article about the Tinder man who had a list of basic requirements. I kind of hate their word requirements, but what's a better word for requirements? You guys put that in the comment section. But anyway, standards. There we go. A basic list of standards and how women lost their minds. You see, gentlemen, you should have your standards. You have every right to have your standards. If you're a man who is keeping himself in line, you're working, you're keeping yourself out of trouble, you're keeping yourself in relatively decent shape, not saying you got to be a gym bro or anything, but you're just doing you, yes, you should have standards. No, you should not settle, because society has been great at shaming men into accepting low quality women. But I would advise this guy, if you have all of those standards and the average woman cannot even meet those standards, at this point, I would say get a doll. That way, you're still going to have your biological desire. You can get that. You can clean your pipes with your doll. And if you find a woman that actually meets those standards, who isn't absolutely out of her mind, then you can go ahead and, roll the dice with her. But at least with the waifu, you have something there as a stopgap. But yeah, this guy, he's got it right. Especially with the new lockdowns going into effect around the world. Yeah. Just, I myself, I find it wonderful. I can position my waifu exactly how I want it. When I come home from work, it's there, always available, always silent. And I can dress it how I want. If I want my waifu to look like a schoolgirl, guess what? I can go online and buy the perfect schoolgirl outfits. If I wanted to dress like a businesswoman, guess what? I can buy those outfits. So yeah. Hey, honestly, with what's available out there on the market, just insofar as physical looks, with the average woman, yeah, no. Nope. And then on top of all that, you have to think about everything else that comes with her. Gentlemen, that right there, in my opinion, would be a major cause for ED. There's no such thing as, ED. But, put a young woman in front of a man. Hell, put a waifu in front of an old man. And guess what? He's reporting for duty. But with that being said, gentlemen, read this article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism and your insane standards, insane unreachable standards that you've set for men are definitely going to go out right along with it. But as Mr. Pearson here clearly demonstrates through extreme logic, the waifu is definitely a better option than the average woman. One of the best things you can get from a waifu that you can't get from the average woman is silence. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am